Hey, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Now it's been a while since I've done one of these answer your question type videos. I used to get you guys to send me in questions to ask about different things regarding buying, collecting, just anything regarding Pokemon right now. And the main thing that I've actually been asked quite recently is kind of, should I sell or should I buy, or what should I be doing regarding my Pokemon collection? Is everything going to zero? Should I just sell it all and get rid of it all? Well, we'll answer that in this video. Should you buy? Should you sell? Should you hold? Should you just forget about it? Well, probably not. So I think at the moment, as regarding to all of the prices, we've been seeing a lot of reprints happening left, right and center, which in all honesty, I think that's very good. It's very healthy for the game to have some reprints, for the players especially. And it does hurt our collections, obviously, if we've been buying booster boxes or products at a kind of high price, and then something gets reprinted and then they drop, then it kind of feels kind of bad, right? So an example would be, let's say you brought a booster box, let's say Evolving Skies, and you bought it that 180 when it was 180, and then the reprint announcement came and it's now dropped to 160, and now you're sitting there thinking, okay, well, it still hasn't been reprinted yet, it's coming in August, it's going to drop even more in August. You know, what's happening to all of my Evolving Skies? Well, unfortunately, that's just what's going to happen, right? We can get stung by it. It happened to me with a ton of different products, but you know, it's just one of those things, and it will bounce back over time. It will. Whereas we've seen with other products, take Rebel Clash, that's a set which people don't really care much about. You know, need $200 a booster box, same as Sword and Shield base. So you know, things do go back up over time. You just got to wait. You know, you got to play the long haul. Now, with everything costing really, you know, getting expensive, cost of living's going up. You know, gas, petrol, you name it. It's getting to the point now where some people are looking at maybe having to sell some of their products to cover the costs of, you know, of just existing right now. And it's tough. It's tough, especially if you've bought those, say you bought those booster box at 180 and you really need to sell, you're going to take a loss. And unfortunately, that's just the risk, right? That's the, you know, that's kind of like the gamble. But, you know, I would say right now, in all honesty, if you're in a position where you kind of have a money to spare and you do want to buy product, now's actually a really good time, because stuff is getting reprinted, stuff is becoming really cheap, and there are some really great options that you can pick up for a decent price. I always say Chin and Rain, Fusion Strike, and even now Astral Radiance are three great sets, in my opinion, that are really cheap, in all honesty, compared to a Brilliant Stars or Evolving Skies. Even Vivid Voltage and Dancer Blaze are getting quite pricey now, so these are a little bit cheaper options to go for. And then again, some holiday sets are quite good as well. Shining Fates is another example of a great reprint. You take a look at Champions Path and Hidden Fates, they are getting expensive. They are getting really pricey. Shining Fates is pretty good. Celebrations, it's okay. It's getting a little bit more pricey now. And then obviously we now have Pokemon Go. So the downside is Pokemon are releasing a ton of sets. It seems to be like a new set is being announced every month, you know, every 2 months. You know, I just recently did a video where they announced the Lost Origin set. Pokemon Go hadn't even been released and they already announced it. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. And you're starting to think like, hang on a minute, like, give these sets a chance, right? Let people go out there and enjoy it and you know, crack the packs and pull the cards and build up their collections, for them thinking, oh no, you know, the next set's going to come out. Right now, we have Pokemon Go in July, you have Lost Origin in September, and then I think in November we have the Scarlet and Violet base set. We have to wait and see for that to be 100% confirmed, but that is, you know, due to come out with the game, right? So you're looking at, you know, a ton of stuff, and even last year there was a ton of products releasing left, right, and center, and a lot of people do have the FOMO, the fear of missing out. Oh well, what happens if I don't buy this and it's going to skyrocket? Well, one thing I've noticed right now with a lot of these products, and I'm not talking about just booster boxes, just like individual unique products, is kind of like, well, they are pretty good price. Like, you look at the Professor Juniper box, the Arceus V collection boxes, these are great pickups and they're a reasonably good price. So that's one thing that I would take into consideration. But overall, I do really rate this. I do feel like this is a great opportunity to go for. But overall, I would try and avoid, you know, worrying about stuff. You know, and if you need to sell, then you need to sell. Otherwise, I would probably just hold, and I would probably pick up some good cheap deals right now. A lot of people are panic selling. So they're trying to sell stuff just because they need the money. And that means that if you have the money and you're able to spend some, that you can pick up some really good deals. I've been picking up some little good deals here and there wherever I can. An example would be like a couple of decent ETBs, Hidden Fates ETBs as well, and stuff like cheap booster boxes. But I do believe that the market right now is kind of stagnant. It's just going to stay there. It's probably going to drop. In all honesty, it's probably going to drop even more, but that's fine. And it's just going to go back up, right? And we've seen it with all these booster boxes. We've seen it with all these sets, even the really bad ones. You know, Rebel Clash, Steam Siege, stuff like that, Crimson Invasion. We've seen these booster boxes rise over time. Now with ETBs, now I always say Pokemon Center ETBs are great pickups as well, because they don't tend to get reprinted. We've seen Vivid Voltage and Dancer Blaze ETBs get reprinted, and those prices absolutely plummet. They just have. But the Pokemon Center exclusive ones don't get reprinted, so they tend to hold a lot more of their value. That's why one of the things I do say is, guys, try and pick up some Pokemon Center ETBs while you can. Over here in the UK, we're quite fortunate in the fact is that our Pokemon Center availability and the actual Pokemon Center site came out much later. So we do have a lot of stock. We have a lot of Brilliant Stars and Evolving Skies, Pokemon Center ETBs as well. So it's great little pickups to get right now. Pokemon Go, great set, really promising. I think it's going to be a home run set. I think it's going to be a set where a lot of people could really enjoy opening it. It's going to bring a lot of people back to the TCG. You know, Pokemon Go came out, what, 2016? It was 6 years ago. You know, if you do the Pokemon set, it's going to bring people back into the game. It brought people into the game last time, and I do believe it's going to bring people back into it this time. And that's great. Great for the health of the game and for the hobby itself. Now, I like reprints. I said it before. I sometimes I do wonder, you know, how they do their reprint cycle. It's kind of bizarre. But I do rate reprints. If you reprint something too much, though, and it does become kind of worthless, it's not great. I kind of feel like Shining Fates is kind of on that level. It seems to be reprinted quite a bit. But we've seen reprints already for Evolving Skies, and the single card prices seem to just keep going up and up and up. It is getting pretty ridiculous. But we've seen it with other sets as well. I mean, they just need a big reprint coming for Evolving Skies to really slash those prices down. And the same with Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars is getting quite pricey as well. But like I say, some people don't want to see loads of reprints happening. I like to crack packs. I like to be able to go to my local game store and just actually see decent amount of product on the shelves. Because sometimes, you know, in the past, I just didn't. You know, I'll go down there and they would literally have nothing. Whereas now, I can actually go into my local game store, and this has been, you know, first time in months, they actually have booster boxes just on the shelf. I can't remember the last time I could have gone in there and just bought a booster box. So it's really, really great. It's nice to see a nice variety of products as well. And I want that to be the case moving forward, right? I really do. Also, I think with the ownership of that Millennium printing group, I could probably see in 2023 and beyond, the Pokemon are just going to go mad, right? They're going to go crazy printing a ton of stuff. They might be able to get more product out there. It might even mean that they can get some really nice sought after reprints out there, but it also might mean that when we get product waves dropping, the first wave is a decent size rather than the first wave being small and then we wait a few months and then the big second wave comes. We don't like that. We want to get the product in our hands on release rather than paying crazy prices. But I do really rate it. I do think it's going to be great. 2023, I get the feeling that we're going to start really seeing some change in how they're going to get the printing sorted. I do believe that they kind of already started some of it now. You know, with some of these more exclusive style products like the Juniper Milk Carton and the Arceus box and stuff like that. And again, with Pokemon Go, I kind of feel like they've done really well with stocking Pokemon Go products and printing them and getting them out there. And Astral Radiance. I mean, Astral Radiance had a big release. And it's unusual. You know, in the past 2 years, we've been used to getting booster boxes that have just been really small print runs, and you're thinking, hang on a minute, you know, I want to get hold of this. I don't want to be spending, you know, £120 plus or £140, $140 for these booster boxes. You know, that's absolutely crazy. That's my opinion on it all. You know, overall, should you, you know, sell? Should you buy? If you can afford to buy, I think now's a great time. If you need to sell, then obviously you need to sell. You know, unfortunately, that's just the way things go. But right now, I think this is more of a buyer's market than a seller's market. Now's a great time. It really is. Pokemon's doing well. It's not crashing and burning. you know, and I think Pokemon Go is going to, like I say, bring more people back into the hobby, and it's going to be good. I'm looking forward to seeing how they're going to go with Scarlet and Violet down the line. And guys, like I always say, I really enjoy answering these questions. It's been a while since I've done one of these. Just sit down and chat with you guys type video on my opinions on different stuff right now in the market and in Pokemon hobby in general, really. But yeah, let me know down in the comments, guys, if you got any more questions. If you do want to ask me a question, you can either message me on Discord or drop me an email at pokejaceinfo@gmail.com, and I will answer your questions and maybe make a video similar to this as well. Anyway, guys, if you've made it this far into the video and you've enjoyed it, make sure to smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more Pokemon content just like this one. And as always, guys, that is it from me in this video. You guys are legends, and guess what? I'll see you all in the next one.